Have you ever wondered how to develop your mental toughness as a martial arts instructor? If so, then stay tuned. This video is for you. Hi, I'm Instructor Ma, your World Martial Arts Congress language, character, and development teacher. Before we get started with today's lesson, please subscribe to this channel and ring that bell to get notifications when we update new lessons. Today's lesson is sponsored by World Martial Arts Congress.cn. 7 ways to develop your mental toughness. I'll just start off by saying this. You've got to be mentally tough as a leader and a school owner. In fact, you've got to be tough in most areas of life. As a martial arts school owner, you've stepped outside the box and are doing what most aren't doing, your own thing. You're no longer pursuing the job market, allowing someone else to dictate your worth. When you wear those shoes, it's different. People are going to take shots at you. In fact, some of your best friends and loved ones, those that you expect to be supportive of you, are going to sometimes be the least supportive of the bunch. And it can hurt, but only if you let it. So my philosophy is this. If you aren't paying my rent, I'm not listening to you. If you aren't paying my bills, you should keep your opinion to yourself. Perhaps they're jealous. Perhaps they're afraid. Either way, it doesn't matter. You've made the choice, the decision to do this, so you might as well be prepared. Look at the rhino, for instance. The rhino is an animal that impresses me. Why? The rhino is a big, giant, docile animal with incredibly thick skin. It minds its own business and goes about its way. Arrows don't do too much good when trying to drop a rhino. The skin of a rhinoceros is thick as 45 millimeters. It is tough to penetrate. It is extremely difficult to anger. But when you do, look out, it will run you over. Think about that for a moment and equate it to you in your martial arts school. You're out there minding your own business, doing what it is that you want to do. When you have thick skin, which is mental toughness, you cannot be hurt or damaged by negative people thrown at you. When people sometimes keep bugging you and finally retaliate, and when you do, it's not going to be good for the other person. Mental toughness is critically important for success in life. Top performing athletes spend their entire careers focusing on maintaining mental strength because they know it helps them to raise their overall level of performance. In martial arts, if you can create and develop mental strength, the chances that you will perform better, maintain higher productivity, and develop a bigger school. Mental toughness is what separates a winning athlete from one who simply remains average. If 2 athletes have relatively the same skills, are of the same size, and have the same level of endurance, which will win? The one with greater mental strength will prevail, of course. I'm sure you've seen in smaller, weaker, slower athletes miraculously rise to the occasion when faced with an opponent of greater size, skill, and overall ability. Yet, they still win. It is mental toughness that makes a difference. You've probably all heard the story of David and Goliath. Here, a young boy with only a sling and a few stones kills a 9-foot giant named armed with swords, a bronze helmet, and an armored goat. The giant Goliath basically looks at a young David and laughs at him, thinking what a joke it is that such a small boy would even attempt to fight him. And yet David has faith and mental toughness. How is it that someone who is outmanned and outgunned can still win? It is a superior state of mind that makes a difference. You cannot ignore the mental side of life. Mental toughness is a combination of learned skills and mindset techniques that will help you raise the level of your training and competitive performance, whether it be athletics or in your business. Becoming mentally tough is a simple process that shouldn't be complicated. So keep it simple and stick to the basics. Complicating the process will only make it more difficult to maintain your high level of toughness. You don't want to be caught on thinking about how mentally tough. You simply need to be in that state. By the way, before I get into the 7 ways to develop mental toughness, I want to give you a little food for thought. I didn't say 7 easy ways, nor did I say a quick way to mental toughness. There is no quick and easy route to mental toughness. It is a process, just like mastering anything in life tends to be. So here are 7 proven ways you can apply beginning right now that can help you achieve a greater level of mental toughness in your business. Number 1, physical conditioning. If you stay in the same game and play with it regularly, you begin to develop a level of natural toughness that comes with the territory. If you work your business with regularity and are taking consistent daily strides forward, you will naturally develop mental strength. If the abuse keeps coming, you become thick-skinned and develop calluses, right? Think about how that callus is created and the toughness that comes out as a result of it. And it works the same way on the mental side. If you keep your head and your body in a game and the same abuse comes your way every day, for example, rejection, no shows, canceled memberships, students that quit, etc., you naturally develop a thicker skin. Number 2, read and listen daily. Expose yourself to others who have already experienced it. If someone has overcome odds or obstacles or constantly wins under pressure, don't you want to know why or how? So spend at least 30 minutes a day, every day, reading and or listening to someone that inspires you toward greatness. Don't sell yourself short and say, "But I'm so busy. I just don't have the time." If you don't do this, you are killing yourself, cheating yourself, and robbing yourself out of your potential. Focus on working hard on you. Use affirmations. Positive emotional statements spoken in the present tense condition the unconscious mind to turn those thoughts into realities. What you speak and think about, you become. If you spend time thinking about how poor or unsuccessful you are, you will stay there. Contrarily, if you spend only time using positive daily affirmations that say things like, "I am alive and full of energy," or "I am successful and attract powerful, energetic people to my business," you will become those very things you think and talk about. Write down a series of positive and powerful affirmations that are spoken in the present tense that evoke emotion in you. Then, read them daily at least 3 times a day. Read them once in the morning, at lunch, and prior to going to bed. If you think this is crazy, you probably shouldn't be a martial arts school owner. Associative conditioning. Get fed up and mad about where you are. In fact, get downright angry and do something about it. That's what associative conditioning is all about. I remember in the movie Network, a guy got so angry about where he was in his life that he ran to the window and screamed at the top of his lungs, "I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore." What an incredibly moving moment it was. If you can associate enough pain with when you are right now, and so much pleasure and joy from your life, as you want to design it, you will take the actions necessary to change it. This takes some real thought to make it work, but it's very powerful. If you want life change to occur, think how long and hard about where you are today. Are you getting all you want? Are you the best you can be? Do you want more? Create a strong association between where you are and the pain it causes you. It will motivate you to work away from the pain and toward the pleasure zone. Number 5, imaginary and visualization. Creating an image or a movie in your mind about the future is very powerful. Visualize what your life would be like if you had everything you wanted. Where would you live? What would you be driving? Doing? Where would you travel? What will you wear? Where will you eat? What would you do every day? So close your eyes and create a specific movie in your mind. Then rewind it and play it again. Repeat this process daily and visualize where you will be. You can also create a dream board where you paste pictures of things, places, words, etc. to help you create images of the life that you want. Many top people use this strategy to get where they want to go. When you have strong imagery in your mind, it is very difficult to be mentally weak. Number 6, reinvent yourself. This method is very interesting. It's much like acting. It allows you to see from a new set of eyes or become a resident in a new neighborhood. Think about it for a moment. As a child or a teen, You were picked on and not very popular, and everyone in your own town knew you and what you were like. Even though you began to change, and you were cooler than you used to be. You couldn't easily change that image. However, if you moved to a neighborhood far away, you could then reinvent yourself. Couldn't you? You could create the persona that you wanted. Whether it's real life or acting, the reinventing process works. So if you feel you are weak, shy, timid, or unsuccessful, reinvent yourself. Start seeing from a new set of eyes today and become a resident in a new neighborhood. Be what you want to be, not what you are. Actors do this all the time. Their careers are based on reinventing themselves. Act the part that you want to play and start doing it today. And lastly, number 7, winning concentration. This final step is very simple. It deals with focus. You must stay centered and totally focus on the task at hand. If you were to play in a tennis match, you focus on the ball. If you are playing in a PGA, your focus is to mentally stay on track. Golfers can't let their mind slip for even one single shot. Focus totally on success, victory, and winning. You must beat your opponent. In the case of mental toughness and leadership, your opponent is generally you. So keep your eye on the ball until the game is over. So these are the 7 basic principles used to develop mental toughness in life, in business, leadership, and martial arts. So practice this and you have your greater strength and success in all that you do. I really hope that this has inspired you to become the best instructor that you can be. So if you are interested in attending our instructor training courses in Korea or China, just private message us for the details, and remember to visit our website at www.worldmartialartscongress.cn.